Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the ranking of Sonic the Hedgehog. I am Michael, and I'm here as always, my awesome co-host slash buddy, SSXU Sonic.
Hello, everybody. SSXU Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're ranking we're ranking the adventure era Sonic.
Yes, this is the era that changed a lot than the other eras. This is the where they introduced the modern designs and give the Sonic characters voice. Well, in terms of cutscene, like of course, classic Sonic already have voice, and if you count Sonic CD. But
In
it's just
terms
one
of full time voice acting,
in the games. Yes, this is it. We don't have a lot since we got through 1998, through somewhere a little bit of 2005 before Sonic X Leapster.
surprising. That's actually been included.
yeah, we didn't include it because that's Jason Griffin. The reason why I count Paul is in Adventure because it's all the voice cast is different than the 4Kids one, especially Ryan Drummond as Sonic.
Yeah.
So let's get started with Sonic Adventure. Oh wait, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's straight up as okay. Sonic Adventure is a fucking banger of a classic, and I would say it's one of my favorite games that tells of a franchise turned into 3D. It's up there with Super Mario 64 to me.
Hmm.
That's how they handled the 3D transition.
Yeah. In terms of thinking, to be honest, it was almost a perfect 3D transition. Like it was a great transition.
Yeah. So the story is fucking long, but here's a summary. Eggman somehow finds some kind of water goo monster thing named Chaos. And in order to make Chaos more powerful, he needs the Chaos Zone. So it's up to Sonic and his pals to stop Eggman to make Chaos into the most perfect form ever. And also find secrets and also discover secrets about the ancient past of the Echidna tribe.
Yeah.
Basically, that's
Or
the summary.
or for everyone who wants to know each character's story in a short abridged style, I can put it like this. Sonic wants to stop Chaos and Eggman from destroying Station Square. Tails wants to stop Chaos and Eggman from destroying Station Square. Knuckles wants to find all the pieces of the Master Emerald. Amy wants to help this bird find its family. Gamma wants to destroy all the other Gamma robots to free the birds. And Big wants to find his pet frog.
Froggy! And and of course, the last story is where it ends off with Super Sonic fighting against the perfect Chaos after Chaos found the last Chaos Emerald.
Oh yeah, then Super Sonic's story ends with him battling Perfect Chaos and
And
turning
everyone's,
Chaos
and
good.
everyone's happy, even though the city is fucking damaged. Still damaged.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going before we talk about each stage and why this game is straight up awesome. Let's talk about how the cutscenes and voice acting it is.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, voice acting wise, Wyatt Drum as Sonic is one of my favorite voice actors. Sonic, just to capture the whole cockiness and shit.
In terms for his first game, he's not that. It's not that good.
But hey, it has that charm that it makes me laugh. Like he's like, "Well, this is happening."
It's just I don't know. Just his line reads, and I guess just some lines in general. It's just not well delivered or just kind of cringe.
Yeah, but to be honest, I do have a charmed soft spot to in terms of how Sonic acts in it because come on, they have the funniest memes from this game. Like, oh yeah, this is happening. It's like, well, a chaos emerald.
Mm.
It's one of my favorites to be honest. Even though, in comparison, it is better. Like games that comes out better than this, but I still have a certain charm spot of it. I love it. Eggman though, It could be me because I got used to Mike Pollock's Eggman voice, but he's alright.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Tails, they really hire a child.
Yeah, he does fine for the first
He's
Tails
fine.
voice.
Knuckles, he's black. Not being racist. He sounds kind of, you know.
Knuckles, it's hard to say what I think. It's hard to say what his voice is. Like he sounds.
He sounds like, to me, he sounds like he's kind of bored, but also exciting, and I don't know. It's a weird voice acting world. The only Amy is pretty good. Like Amy's pretty fun.
Yeah, I like it. Like I like Amy's voice.
E102 Gamma is also white. It's just a generic robot kind of voice, and also my boy Big, one of my favorites.
Yeah, Big is voiced by Duke Nukem.
The Duke Nukem, the Auto Schwarzenegger of video games. At least I think what the character could be on. But yeah, I think the voice cast of War is like, you know how bad, but it's kind of like it's in the mixture of fine and pretty good. So before we talk about each stage, they did have introduced a mechanic that will be added a lot to some of the Sonic games, especially in this era, where each character has their own storyline plus different kind of gameplay. Sonic is like, it's the simplest out of six. You just gotta go to point A to point B. Kind of like a 2D but in 3D. Tails, he weighs Sonic. I guess Eggman in terms of the stage. I don't know why, but okay. Knuckles, you just find like Master Emerald pieces because it's like a treasure hunting stage. Amy's kind of weird.
Amy has to run away from a robot gang to the end while she gets chased by a robot.
And her goal is to get to a balloon that I guess the robot don't know how to fucking hop.
I guess he can't fly.
E102 Gamma is an interesting one where you just like, you gotta gun some robots and all that shit, but you need to gun some robots just to gain more time. And also big is straight up fishing. Hell yeah.
Fishing
in a Sonic game. Creative. Alright, so we're going to talk about... Okay, so before we talk about our opinions on each gameplay, we should explain about the stages / hub worlds. This is the first game to introduce hub worlds, and it's pretty decent in terms of the selection. You got Station Squares, be like its city hub world for like a lot of stages. Same as Mystic Ruins, it has that like mystic and tribe vibe, especially with the music. Mind you, the music's fucking awesome.
They went to real locations to model after Mystic Ruin.
Yeah, and plus Egg Carrier is pretty cool, and also the other one when he's like in the ground, but he's in like in the jungle area.
I would have preferred stage to stage, but the hub worlds still work well.
The hub worlds is pretty good then. Well, speaking of stages, we got a lot. We got the Emerald Coast, the classic first beach stage, which is pretty different in terms of scenery. It ain't green, not like a bunch of green grass, all that shit. It's a nice beach area.
One of the best beach levels we've done.
Yeah. Next is Windy Valley, which it's pretty alright. I prefer Emerald Hill a bit.
As music remixed from 3D Blast.
Yeah, and plus it has that awesome tornado section. That's pretty cool to remember. Then we got the Casinopolis, where the gimmick in terms of Sonic, you gotta get like 400 something rings just to get yourself up to a Chaos Emerald.
It's basically Vegas.
Yeah,
you drain all your money.
You drain all your money on like 2 pinball machines. One on base up based on Sonic, and the other based on another Sega franchise, Nights into Dreams, because they really, really want you to get Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn.
Even though the Saturn died.
Yes. But I think that stage was alright. I do like you gotta gamble to get to beat the stage. And I do like the server thing once you do something.
Gambling in a kid's game.
Plus a shower. I don't know why they got out of animation of Sonic taking a nice shower.
I like the animation.
It's funny. I didn't expect it.
It's just
Then we got kind of like a remix stage because it's straight up ice cap again. Except except it's a different level line and plus the awesome snowball section. Hell yeah.
yeah. In terms of this is probably my. In terms of like rehash levels, this is how you do it right. Because I actually enjoyed it. Because I really enjoyed this version of Ice Cap. Not as much as the original, but
It's pretty damn good. It's kind of like almost close to the original.
They expand upon it really well.
Of course, we got a mini game, Sky Chase Act 1. This is like for only Sonic and Tails. And basically, it's just a shoot up thing. To be honest, it's maybe the weakest ones in terms of stages. Both Act 1 and Act 2. The only difference is Act 2 has the boss with the egg carrier.
Yeah.
But it's fucking easy to beat, so no question. But here's the thing, and we're going to accept here. Next one is a exclusive tail stage. It's where you gotta go to Sand Hill just to get Foggy because Foggy's slow and Chaos Emerald.
It's odd, but it works.
It works. It's better than the fucking Sky. I guess in terms of mini games, I guess it's better than fucking Sky High Zone. Because it is
the stage is fun.
Definitely, yeah. Then we got Trinkle Circuit and Trinkle Park. Trinkle Circuit is like a mini game where you play either the original or DX. Oh, I forgot to mention, we are not including DX in battle. They are basically the same damn game except they added new features. We'll talk about soon.
Yeah, DX is worse. Battle is better.
Yeah, anyways, back to my... So, Trinkle Circuit is like a mini game you could do on your separate time, and it's part of the beginning stage of Trinkle Park, where Sonic or any character you pick will be in like this little fucking go-kart thing, bumper car thing, and you gotta go speeding along in a track. And Trinkle Park is straight up a fucking Disneyland. It's straight up an amusement park.
For another one of their amusement park stages, I think this is one of their best.
Heck yeah. Oh, we got one of the most iconic stages in adventure. We got motherfucking Speed Highway. This is iconic, and I fucking love it. It's maybe my favorite stage.
One of my favorite levels in video games.
Heck yeah. Then we got Red Mountain, which is pretty good. The music is kind of funky in both acts.
It actually looks like a mountain.
And once you go inside a mountain, it looks like straight up hell. Like we actually in hell.
Yeah, there's a Yeah, apparently it's a volcano.
Yeah. It goes next one, Sky Chase Act 2, but it's the same shit, but with the air carrier bar, so skip. Then we got the Sky Deck.
I hate this level.
Yeah, this level sucks. Like, if we don't count the mini game stages as levels, this is the worst stage.
Okay, it's not that bad. Like, when you start on the little running, like the hallway, like the hallways.
Yeah,
but after a while,
it's just kind of, okay, the problem is the stage stayed there too long. It's a too... You should have shortened out the time limit, the time of the stage.
Yeah.
It's too long. Next, we got kind of a little mini game in Amy's story where it's like Eggman, I guess, has like a fucking arcade-like machine where you just hit hedgehogs and don't hit Eggmans and shit.
I guess.
Yeah, this counts. Then we got speaking of Amy, We got both an any a big stage. It's like the hot shelter. It's alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
Then we got Lost World, not be confused with Sonic's Lost World. But that stage is pretty, I guess, fine too. I do like the gravity thing. And I do like the whole Indiana Jones scene. That's pretty cool.
I like the music. I like the music, and for a temple level, it works well.
Yep. And
Except
then
that
we got
snake.
yep. And then we got Final Egg, which is a pretty awesome stage to end off with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all the stages. A lot of the stages are pretty good. The only one we could say is bad is Sky Chase and also fucking Sky Deck. More like Sky Dick. Here's a fun fact. The original game has DLC.
Yeah.
Right, and looking here at my encyclopedia, the first one of them is called the Dreamcast Launch Party. Where we celebrating the birth of the new console. Station Square features banners and balloons sporting the Dreamcast swirl. That's a thank you message. Then we got Halloween Party, where basically I think they changed Twinkle Park and have like the spooky makeover or shit. Goes, ooh.
There's a Christmas,
Yeah, we got a Christmas one. Yeah, this is a Christmas one.
then the New Year's.
Yeah, but I'm looking at here now, and there's a track from a Christmas stage in Nights into Dreams, but it's in the Japanese edition of the DLC though. So that sucks. Holy shit, we got more. We got Y2K Party, voice packs. Okay. Basically, there's a lot of weird stages, but I guess the ones that's kind of interesting is the Jewel Chow. And plus a weird sponsor DLC with AT&T, a phone company. Okay then. Let's see. I guess we could talk about the bosses. Find it. Because you fight Chaos in different forms. You fight Chaos Zero, Chaos 2, Chaos 4, Chaos 6, and of course, the perfect Chaos. Chaos is a pretty good boss to start off with to teach you the controls and basics of Sonic's movement. Chaos 2 is pretty good. I do like you kind of use your glide to got him in his ball form. That's pretty cool. Chaos 4 is the worst one because you fight this boss too many damn times.
You fight it as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles.
Yeah, and it's kind of getting a bit boring if you're trying to beat this whole game in one sitting. Then we got Chaos 6, which you fight again where you use characters Sonic, Knuckles, and Strangely Big the Cat.
Eggman literally helps you.
Eggman, you stupid. And then we got Perfect Chaos, which out of all the chaoses, this is the best one. It has the awesome Super Sonic fight, and plus the fucking music, the Open Your Heart song. Hell yeah.
Phase 2 should have had another. Should have kept it up.
Yeah. Okay, we got the E102, E101 family. You know, E1 Beta, the fucking Delta, Epsilon, Zeta. Basically, the robots, especially all these robot fights, except maybe Zero, are
You can just
basically the same. You just shoot.
That's all you got to do.
Okay, and then of course for Zero, I think it's the best one out of the robot fights because you do have a strategy you gotta do. You gotta knock Zero into electric fence.
So yeah, that's actually it's kind of an interesting boss. I think it's Amy's only boss.
Yeah, because the only times she's just ones away. That's it. Besides that boss. And now we gotta talk about Eggman's bosses. We got the classic Egg Hornet, which If you skill, you could easily beat this in a few seconds by using the home attack glitch, where you just keep on smashing that home attack button.
People just spam it.
Yeah. Of course, oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Each character does have a hero battle. So, like, if you play a Sonic, it's the same where you gotta fight Knuckles or E1 2 Gamma. Yeah, they kind of.
All
It's
these
there.
fights are piss easy.
Yeah, it's like you could kind of like the Aircon, except worse. You could easily beat them.
It's only a few. It only lasts a few seconds.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Eggman's machines. We got the fucking Egg Walker, the final boss for Tails' story. It's pretty good.
It gets kind of annoying, but it's a better challenge than the others.
Oh, at least ain't the fucking Egg Viper, which is the last boss we gotta talk about. Oh boy.
It's fine as the final boss.
It's a fine final boss, but the problem is Eggman's final attack.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard.
Like, here's what to do. So after you defeat Eggman, you thought, yay, you fucking win. But Eggman has one more trick in his sleeves, and he decided to dive bomb at the stage, and you gotta try to run away. The problem is, it's kind of hard to tell where he's gonna land.
Yeah, but it is a better challenge than most of the other ones here.
Yeah, true. I guess before we talk about it, I guess we gotta talk about the Chow Garden. They introduced these little creatures called Chows, which is basically like thinking Tamagotchi, but in Sonic.
Yeah, never really played this one. Like,
I do like the Chow Garden. I do love the Chows. They all fucking adorable. But in terms of the Chow Garden, this is where Adventure 2 has kind of the advantage of, because at least that Chow Garden is kind of more better.
Adventure 2 is better Chow Garden, but as a whole, I like it. I love the latte, but I'm not really a fan of Chow Garden.
So before we move on, I guess we gotta talk about, first off, the music. I think it's maybe one of the best 3D soundtracks.
It's probably my fit. What it's up there as my top 3 Sonic soundtracks, although 06 beats it.
Yeah, true. But and then we gotta talk about the differences, the little differences between Dreamcast and DX. First off, you made all the characters look like plastic figures.
Yeah, like I get that the models can maybe better, but I think the Dreamcast just has better lighting.
Yeah, and plus I do enjoy like the original Sonic model more than the Adventure DX. It just looks like a little classic Sonic if it has a little bit of modern flair. It's cute.
I like the dream. People love the Nintendo 64 Mario design. Then why can't for a remake? I would love if they could just go back and use the original Dreamcast Sonic.
Yeah.
I just love how he looks.
Yeah, basically this is why we use mods to make the whole game look like Dreamcast, because it's better in terms of graphics.
Plus, I own the original Dreamcast version.
Oh, that's sick. Then they added Cream the Rabbit because when the DX was released, Sonic Adventure 2 came out. So I guess the way to promote it, Cream would be like flying around. You're not playing as her, hell no. But she's just flying, like chilling in Station Square, I guess.
Also, in the GameCube version, at least you get a bunch of Game Gear games.
Yep. In fact, you get all 12 of them. So good. So this is like Sonic Origins Plus before Sonic Origins Plus. Good. Then we got Metal Sonic. You unlock him by getting all the emblems. And he's a cool thing to do if you want to fucking 100% complete this game.
He's kind of just he has the same animations as Super Sonic.
Yeah. And of course, the only feature they kind of added that's kind of cool is mission mode. We basically just got to do a bunch of missions. And this is where it tells, because the way you get Game Gears, you got to get emblems, like a mount.
Yeah.
So mission mode is pretty good. But in terms of comparison of the ports, yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 battles better because at least it fixed some of the issues. Sadly, not all, but at least it tries.
I were to say if you could play the Steam version, install the mods for it to make it much better.
Yeah, very much better indeed. Indeed.
I have a soft spot for the original for the DX version, although the PS3 version is still the worst one.
Oh, why is that? Is it because of the weird screen solution where it added like these blue fucking bars?
Yeah, and also they didn't fix literally anything about it.
Yeah, I do have Hotspot DX too, mostly because for a lot of people, if they don't own a Dreamcast, this is the best option to play Sonic Adventure.
The GameCube version is a decent substitute because you can skip cutscenes.
Hooray!
Other than that, and by the way, people, stop saying the game sucks just because of that Emerald Coast glitch.
Yes.
Seriously, game breaking glitch. Seriously, I don't know if this is a thing.
Glitch. Like, we're not judging the game because it has glitch.
Yeah, I get that glitches can ruin some games, but sometimes you gotta go out of your way to cause the glitch.
Yeah. Anyways, Sonic Adventure is straight up a perfect 3D Sonic game. It could be maybe my top 3 favorites in terms of 3D Sonic.
Out of the adventure era, I think it's the best adventure era game.
I would definitely agree. Oh boy, I got a fear people be like, "Oh, what are we gonna think about Adventure 2?" When we get there, you wait. Oh, right, time for a game that a lot of people may not know: Sonic Pocket Adventure for the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Yeah, barely anyone remembers this.
So basically, and even Sega itself, because it's not in the Sonic Encyclopedia.
Of course, basically, in terms of how you can describe it, it's kind of just Sonic 2.
Yeah, it's a diet Sonic 2. Like, imagine Sonic 2 is 8-bit, but somehow has Sonic 3 soundtracks in 8-bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so as a 2D game, it's pretty good. Like, it does try to capture the momentum of the Genesis games. And I do love the cute little mini sprites. They're pretty cute.
I like that it has classic proportions with the green eyes.
Yeah, and I do like when you fight Eggman, he was mostly being his classic avatar until we get to the final stage where his adventure outfit, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Well, I've never played this game. If I do play it, it seems like a good version, even though it feels just like a reskin of Sonic 2.
Oh, good for him, because I played this game. And I only have one problem. The special stage. Do you think Sonic 2 special stage is bad? Oh, you haven't played Sonic Pocket Adventure.
Okay. This is kind of Dimps' first Sonic game.
Yeah. And the reason why I adore Sonic 2 special stage is because at least it's a challenge. This, on the other end, is fucking bullshit.
And trust me, people, this ain't the last time that Dimps makes the Chaos Emeralds a bitch to get.
Yes, but at least for one thing, I will give it one fact. At least how to get the Chaos Emeralds easy. You just do like Sonic 1. Gifted the rings, the end it, and get to the goal in Act 1. You can't get emeralds in Act 2. At all.
It just ain't the last time. This is just not the last. It's just you can't even play as Super Sonic in normal levels.
But you can play in the final boss, which the final true boss, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, which
started a trend.
Which, fun fact, I do love the boss in this game, the final boss. Like, so here's a story. So during Sonic's journey, Sonic met Knuckles. Knuckles got the Chaos Emerald, and of course, I got a thing. Knuckles got bamboozled yet again.
Also, I find it It's kind of funny that Knuckles' way to get Sonic up to the Sky Fortress, uppercut.
Yeah, that is straight up. That's kind of funny. Some people, oh, what the fuck? I go, ah!
Eh, It's it's a cool way of doing it.
Yeah, anyways, the boss. So the way is, because everybody got the guy's camera, he actually uses the Chaos Emerald's power to control this machine. So in order to get that Chaos Emerald, he gotta knock the emerald out of him. It's a pretty cool concept for a boss.
Like it's a fine final. Like in terms of the bosses, they're fine. Although the Doomsday ripoff. I mean, what? But it doesn't have threatening music. It has
The Sky Century music. I was about to say that when we get to the true final boss. Other than that, I do love you just throw missiles at him, and of course they have that Dr. Wily moment. It's like, please don't hurt me. Ah!
It's basically Doomsday Zone again, but worse.
Yeah, mostly because of the music choice. Because seriously, your final boss is fucking Sky Century music.
Like not a remix of Doomsday Zone.
Like, well, they kind of reused the final boss music in one of the bosses. They have the Sonic 3 final boss. Hell, the final boss actually did use the Sonic 3 final boss music when they fight Big Arms.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, but I feel like this game is good, although I don't know
Yeah.
how you'll play it.
Oh, you just gotta play with the emulator or actual Neo Geo Pocket Color. Trust me, that's how I play it. I hacked this and upon my actual retro handheld console and play it on it. Pretty damn fun. Besides those stupid chaos symbols, especially special stage 6.
To be honest, I think it's a good game.
Pretty good game. We're gonna leave it as that. If I will leave it here, good. Just good. Now, time for one one. What if Sonic made Mario Party? You get Sonic Shuffle.
Never fucking played this game, and nor can I, because I only have one Dreamcast controller.
So basically, Sonic Shuffle. In fact, the people who made Sonic Shuffle made it's the same people who made the original 8 Mario Party games. So basically, there is a story. Yeah, since a lot of people don't know about the story, I guess it's one of those rare occasions that I gotta read it. So let me read the story. The imaginary world is a source of all dreams, access all dimensions. It is powered by the prestige stone and perceived over by the goddess Illumina. One day, the goddess vanished, leaving behind her attendant Luna, Lovelight, and the wicked Void. Void shattered the Prayer Stone, so Luma summoned Sonic and his friends to help recover its pieces. After braving numerous dream realms, as Simone's voice monstrous final form, it reveals that Void and Luma were two aspects of Lumina. Separated in the moment of self-doubt, the two halves are made whole, and Lumina is restored to look after the dreams once more. Huh. It's I guess I love the added story to a party game.
I really don't know how to feel about this. I never played it, and I don't really.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really like it.
To be honest, I think it's just a mad game.
Yeah, I guess before I move on, I guess one of the things is one of the characters they play is Supersonic.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's not a lot to say. I didn't play this one too, so we're just gonna put it here. It's mad.
And in terms of the mad category, or the that's no good category, or any
Yeah,
other,
you could point either way, but we're just gonna point here because it's kind of dare.
In terms of the category or just now, that's no good. It's not they either go from they don't. It doesn't really think that well, we hate these fun games. It just goes from
It doesn't matter. It's either be okay or forgettable, and that's no good. It's kind of like awful, trash, bad.
for most of these. I just don't care for them.
Yeah. Anyways, time for Sonic Adventure 2. Already, we're gonna put it here.
Yeah, we find Adventure 1 better than SA2.
Yes, there's a lot of reasons. The only reason, but Adventure 2 does have some things that's kind of better than Adventure 1. The story's pretty. The story's a bit. The story is better.
I think it's a somewhat it can be a mess.
Yes, if you don't think about it too much. So here's the little summary. So basically, Eggman, fucking like invaded some kind of government base and finds Project Shadow. Project Shadow, which is a black hedgehog that's made by his great grandfather and also granddaughter Maria, which Shadow really is attached to. Not a lover, but in a friend
As siblings.
siblings. As siblings. Yes. Please don't ever fucking make porn of those two. It's disgusting, and I will shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the only thing I might accept is make Maria a hedgehog and not have the siblings aspect. Ugh. Anyways, back to the story. So basically, after that, Eggman also finds a gun thief called Wooch the Bat, which is basically just helping them, but also not because he's trying to. She's like working for the government. So because of Shadow, kind of looks like Sonic. The fucking government arrested Sonic because I guess they don't. I guess they colorblind.
Apparently, some people have theories that it's because it's at night and people can tell, or it's just one of Sonic's forms.
Which one, that's kind of bullshit because if you can't see it at night, at least you can see the eye color. I got like the only thing I could make sense is maybe people think that's Supersonic because Supersonic's eyes is red, but
like an alternate version of Supersonic.
Yeah, but here's the problem. One, Supersonic can glow.
Yeah, it's one of the big problems with the story that I have. It's
just kind of stupid in some points. Like we said, the fucking people think Sonic is Shadow.
For the people who want to know my own thoughts on the story, go watch some Call Me Johnny SSXU review.
Yeah, and I could be saying for my thoughts with that one from that video. In fact, a lot of things I go over it. Now, the cutscenes though. First off, they are animated better, but there's one jarring issue. The sound mixing. Dear Lord, how they fuck up the sound mixing.
Sometimes it's not too bad.
But a lot of times, like that one scene, something like, I'm just a guy who loves adventure. And before you waste Shadow, it's so damn bad. Like, not the voice. It's just the music is too fucking loud in that scene. You there?
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, the sound mix is kind of bad. Voice acting wise, they are actually better than Adventure 1. Even though I think the Adventure 1 is kind of charming in some places.
In terms of most voices,
One enjoyment Sonic is pretty damn awesome in Sonic Adventure 2. They have memorable lines like the opening scene.
the lines are good, but still the delivery just ain't doing that well.
Yeah. Like
Rouge sounds like it's done over the phone.
Yeah, definitely. It does sound something. But hey, this is their second 3D game, so some things that just didn't get it right yet. Let's see. Tales is pretty good in terms of a story.
I still think they should get females to voice Tails because it just sounds better to me than having
Yeah,
no
I
boys.
can understand why. Because doing the Peanuts thing, since Tails is a kid, so it makes us have kids actors. But there's a lot of times you could say that kids actors are kind of not great as actors.
If people want to use like 8-year-olds to if like a little boys to voice Tails and to match like his real age, then that can go for any argument. Just like use people
Yeah.
who are the real age of the characters.
Speaking of Amy, the only problem is why is Amy gotta be in the story? Like the only thing I think she's appointed is that talk with Shadow, trying to help him and shit. But besides that, she's kind of pointless.
I get that they want to do something with Amy, but she makes kind of the story worse. And Knuckles should not be here.
Yeah, the reason why Knuckles there is because Rouge really loves the magical animal and trying to steal it, and Knuckles like, "Oh, back off, bitch! This is my damn animal." And then when Knuckles see fucking Robotnik, of course he fucking shatters it for some fucking reason, and half the pieces all scatter around. So we're gonna have that whole treasure hunting thing again, which that could be maybe one of my big problems with the game, but we'll talk about it later.
But the story is it's full of plot holes and
Yeah, so you could even say even Adventure 1 or 2 is better in terms of story. I would say Adventure 2 is like teensy bit better in some aspects.
for me, Adventure One pretty much beats entirely. People, since I want to address that, people can say Adventure One's more inconsistent, but it's being told through different perspectives of each character.
Yeah, and as I think about it, I do love Adventure 1 better in terms of a story because of that aspect. Well, Adventure 2, the problem is it's kind of a mess if you talk about the story. Like, there's some good ideas, like about, Shadow's backstory and all, but after you think about it more, if each cutscene is kind of getting messier and messier and messier. Mind you, we don't think the story's bad. It does have problems.
It's if you don't look at it too deep, it's fine, but it still has writing below Saturday morning cartoon levels.
Yeah, kind of like you can see this kind of tone in like the Sonic Sad AM when they try to be fucking goofy.
Sonic just shouldn't have serious stories.
Yeah, like come on, it's about a fucking blue hedgehog. How are you gonna be serious about that?
I've seen, trust me. In terms of characterization, it's fine.
Shadow's like, I don't want to sound mean, but Shadow's kind of like the anti-Sonic, like I'm the coolest.
Shadow definitely. I like. To be honest, I prefer when Shadow used to be an anti-hero, not really being on the good guys or bad guys' side.
Yeah,
And also, he should have stayed dead after this game.
but we do like Shadow. It's just after the game, which we're going to talk about, the problem is kind of like with some characters where they're supposed to be winning off as dead, but because of that, they kind of don't know what to do with that character.
And trust me, Shadow was never the type of guy who was edgy. He's just not. He never started out like that, and I feel, and that is why in my series I'm not going. He's going to be dead. He's not just not going to appear. He'll make cameos, but
Yeah, but he's not going to be there because, it makes sense.
he only
We love
returns because of
Shadow. Mind you,
popularity.
we love Shadow, which says I think he'd be, in terms of, he better be off dead in terms of story-wise of the franchise.
Yeah, I've heard argue. I feel some people have told me it would make his character that if Shadow was completely dead and make his character worse. Which
We would get there.
yeah, but I like the characterization, at least most of it.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're going to talk about the fall of terms of cancellation when we get more and more deeper into the Sonic games. But overall, it's pretty good. Not great, like Sonic Adventure 1 story, but pretty good, I suppose. The levels, though, I would say this. The speed levels is kind of on par with the Adventure 1 Sonic stages.
To be honest, I'm definitely in one of those people who are now like 1/3 of the game is good.
Yeah, like, we got bangers like City Escape, which, besides the fucking amazing music from that stage.
I think Generations did it better somewhat.
Yeah. But we got other stages too, so let's see. Besides City Escape, like we just mentioned, we got Wild Canyon for Knuckles. Before we talk about Knuckles stages, here's my major gripe. They fuck up the Emerald Waytar thing. So in the Adventure 1, you can find any emerald. It's not because you don't worry about doing it in order. You don't have to worry about doing 1, 2, 3. You just pick randomly, like an actual treasure hunt. And here, the radar will be like, you gotta get the first one first, and then the second one, and it became stupid, and I hated it.
But you want a challenge, like with Sonic 2 special stages.
Yes, but here's the thing. It's treasure hunting. Do you see any people in treasure hunting be like, go in the first lane, even though you saw the second thing on your list? Of course, you can pick up the second one first. If you see anything that's on the list, I don't know. I just prefer I just love the Adventure 1 way in terms of treasure hunting radar than Adventure 2. Like, because I understand it's challenging, but some treasure hunting stages in this one, it became fucking long as shit.
To be honest, they've grown on me for a while. They're not as bad as I think everyone makes it out to be.
Yeah, and to be honest, I will say it's too, but play it more. But for now, I thought it's like meh, I guess.
As for the mechs,
Max is pretty good. Like,
why is Tails in a mech suit?
Well, first he made his plane into a mech.
Yeah, playing into a. Yeah, but why is he in. Can I just play as Tails normally?
Well, I understand why Sega did this. I guess they want to change Tails' gameplay and not make it similar to Sonic like in Adventure 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't going to be in the game, so they decided to make another. So they just decided to do this.
Oh, even that, I guess they try to match Tails with Eggman, which, mind you, Eggman also uses the mech.
Just keep Tails. Just don't put Tails on a mech. It just.
Yeah. But otherwise, I felt the mech set just is alright as it is.
For Dr. Eggman, it's good.
Yeah, Eggman makes sense. He is more machines. Tails, I could maybe kind of see it because he's also a genius. But I got a friend Tails will use the moveset from Sonic Battle than a mech suit.
Yeah. In terms of sound, I guess in terms of soundtrack,
It's pretty damn good. In fact,
kind of overrated.
Yeah, it's kind of overrated.
Like I get that. Like I get. Don't get me wrong. There's amazing songs in there, but when I feel like when some people say it's the best soundtrack in the series, there's mostly electric guitar. Not much in terms of variety. Like there's also those raps for Knuckles which do not fit his character.
Yeah, true.
At all.
Yeah, I will understand that, and to be honest, I kind of understand because I do love the variety of Sonic Adventure, even though I do enjoy a lot of songs from Sonic Adventure 2. Mostly City Escape because that's a fucking banger.
In terms of Rouge, it's
It's sexy.
jazz.
It's just lust. Like Rouge is a character that's like a seductive thief. Is we like trying to use her charm and good looking just to get the things that she wants.
Rouge was made for sex appeal, pretty much.
Yeah, basically, if people want to be a furry, just look at Rouge and what do you think?
She's fine.
Yeah, she's okay. I think she's the sexiest Sonic character, but that ain't saying much. I'm not saying it's a great character. I prefer like Blaze or Amy in terms of characterization.
It's meh. In
Yeah,
terms, the soundtrack's good, so
yeah.
I think it should be an awesome because it's
It,
a good game, all things considered. But
yeah. The only mention is this is the game that is marked as the 10th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, since this game
doesn't
came out in 2001.
for the first anniversary game, it's good.
Yeah, the only thing they kind of reference is Green Hill, which how to unlock Green Hill is you gotta do A ranks. Oh, forgot to mention this is the first game to introduce the ranking system.
It's the worst the ranking has been.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention about the upgrades. In Adventure One, you get the upgrades to either go to hub worlds and explore, or even that for Amy, you gotta do that Hedgehog Hammer mini game. Adventure Two is kind of weird, where you just find fucking upgrades in random spots of a stage.
Yeah, just
Like I understand I want to keep some aspects of Adventure One, but I kind of like the them getting the upgrades in the hub worlds, then on the stage, especially if you want to plan to get A ranks.
it's it's weird.
It's fucking weird. Like I understand, like the only thing I accept is the metal hover where Sonic gets the fucking light speed shoes, but things like Knuckles getting a water blazer by doing something so fucking long that you might end up forgetting what the fuck that is.
And also the action button.
Yes, the
Fuck
action.
the action button.
Yeah, fuck that shit. It's like, what action button are you talking about?
The action button that does all the actions.
Yeah, I do have problems with it. Like sometimes when I hit the fucking light speed dash, it just. But
It's
yeah,
terrible.
I guess the only ones we could talk about is Child Garden, which this is another one where Sonic Adventure 2 gets a W from Sonic Adventure because the Child Garden is more interesting.
I don't really care for it that much. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a cool little
and like
side mission, but
yeah, I guess the next one we could talk about is what's the difference between Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Here's the thing of the word battle. Basically, they only added multiplayer.
well, the original multiplayer is just you unlock everything from the start.
Yeah, and basically unlike multiplayer, and you play like additional characters like Amy, Chaos, Takole, and also the Chow mechs. That's some of Widen mechs.
Yeah, that's
Again,
who did that.
equal mech characters. All right, so I think it's a good time to move on. Oh yeah, we got motherfucking Sonic Advance, boy.
Yes, the first.
Yes, the first Sonic 4 out of many Sonic 4.
I guess.
Yes. So, before we talk about this game, the story is fucking damn simple. Dr. Eggman is out to build his Eggman Empire to do it. So, he seeks out the powers of the Chaos Emeralds with an army of robot slaves. Sonic and crew untie to stop and unite to stop him. And that's basically it. Simple,
Trust,
simple but perfect.
trust me, we don't. Trust me, I feel like we should go deep into the story because most of these are all the same.
Yeah, when we summarize, the only ones we're going to read is just the simple stories or stories that is part of obscure Sonic games.
Yeah, most of these advanced games don't really have that big of a plot going on.
Yeah, it's aka think of Sonic Advance as like a modernized version of classic Sonic games.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so Sonic Advance, I think it's better than Sonic Adventure 2 until it's what's its mission.
I have not played it. It seems like a damn good time.
Oh, it is a very damn good time. You have fucking banger stages. You got the awesome music soundtracks. You can play full multiple characters that be Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy for the first time in 2D.
And she sucks.
No, she's alright, to be honest. Like, if you got used to her gameplay, she's kind of alright. Though I prefer Amy, how she's played in Sonic Origins Plus a bit more, though.
Yeah. Origins is the best she's been since Heroes.
Yeah. Anyways, the stages would be Neo Green Hill, which imagine Green Hill if it is a part of a beach. We got Secret Base Zone, which is basically like a factory, I guess.
Yeah.
We got Casino Paradise, which for the title is just a casino level. Except without the slot machines for some reason.
Yeah, it's an okay casino level.
Yeah. We got Ice Mountain.
It's a decent ice cap.
Yeah, the only problem is the fucking boss.
Yeah, it's
stupid. Then we got Angel Island again, except it's different, and you fight fucking Mecha Knuckles.
definitely a worse version of Angel Island because it really.
Yeah, the only memorable is the Mecha Knuckles fight, which that's cool that Eggman finally builds another version of a character in robot form.
Yeah.
We got Egg Rocket Zone, which is a unique stage where once you enter the rocket, you do like a 3 thing. You got to race against a timer, which that's pretty cool. It's an action-packed stage. I like it.
Okay. This part of the game, I think Sonic Advance is great, but its downsides are really fucking obnoxious near the end of it.
Yeah,
then
like Egg Rocket is pretty damn good. I would say it's fine, but I could see what you mean with Cosmic Angel Zone, though.
It's not pleasant.
Yeah, especially the boss, you know. And then we got X Zone, which is basically like a boss rush, where you fight the 2 bosses from Sonic 1 and 2, and you fight the new final boss. And of course, there's the unlockable moon level once you get all the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, it's basically Doomsday Zone again.
Yeah, except you're on the fucking moon.
It's not a bad final boss. I just kind of wish.
Yeah. So I think this game is pretty great, but it has one option that kind of shares in all Sonic Advance games: the way you get the Chaos Emeralds.
Okay.
Okay. First off, I would say this: in terms of I gotta pick the best Chaos Emerald system, Advance 1 is the best, but it ain't saying much. So here's the thing: how you get it. Unlike other ones, it's kind of like the fucking special stage rain, except there's one issue. There's this one thing you gotta get in one stage of a world. So basically, you gotta find this special spring that could spring you up to the special stage.
It's a cool idea, but my depth perception is utter shit.
Yeah, the problem is it's on a fucking Game Boy Advance. There's no camera control. But we're not saying much for a 2D Sonic game. It's just if you want to do the location thing, just do it like the Game Gears and just fucking spread the emeralds and find them, or do the special lane thing.
And note, this is just the start of how Dimps makes getting all the Chaos Emeralds
Yes,
in these
it would
games.
get much worse. But the special stage is pretty good though. It's basically like the Sonic 2 handpipe, except you're on a snowboard and you're falling for some reason.
It's a cool idea, don't get me wrong.
Maybe guess. Is it kind of like the same problem with Sonic 2 for you, where the depth perception is kind of...
I get it's supposed to be hard, difficult, but when it's too difficult, that's just bad game design.
Yeah, the only thing I have trouble with is a special stage, maybe 6 or 7. Well, kind of like with Sonic 2, I think it's a fine challenge, though, before Sonic 2 special stage, mostly because how to get them is much more fucking easier.
Yes, but it's...
Yeah.
Advance is good.
Advance is good. Should we point it in awesome or good?
I think awesome is good, because
Good
it does feel... Because it's... I don't know. It's a great start for like Sonic's journey on a Game Boy Advance. The good
question is it better than Sonic Adventure 2?
I think. Well, I'm gonna say below Adventure 2 because
yeah, it is a 2D Sonic game. Yeah.
I don't really compare the 2D ones to the 3D ones because then it's just
weird to do that. I understand. Anyways, speaking of the second one, Sonic Advance Motherfucker 2. They changed a lot between the first one.
It introduces Cream the Rabbit. That's kind of what's new for the story.
Yeah, fun fact, the Japanese get this very early than in America, which the Japanese came out in 2002.
Yeah, before Sonic. Yeah, so this is Cream's first appearance.
Yes, Cream the Rabbit, and also her mom Vanilla.
And she's an alright character.
Yeah, she's cute, but in terms of characterization, she's alright.
She's definitely, I don't know the Zazie, but she's definitely in the mid of how I like my characters.
Yeah.
She's not as bad as Marine.
Yeah, the story is kind of deep, but not really. So here's the story. Dr. Eggman terrorized a new island to virtualize the construction of the newest space base, the Egg Utopia. And he's taking prisoners. It's up to Sonic to liberate his friends and the island before taking a fight to Dr. Eggman's front door. And of course, at the end, she kind of stole Vanilla, Queen's mother. And, that's when Super Sonic came in if you get the Chaos Emeralds, which I understand why you never get the Chaos Emeralds, which we will explain later. Okay, first off, the game is kind of a bit different than Advance 1. Like, in terms of gameplay, it's still the same. You gotta go to point A to point B. But the way you do it is like, first they introduce the trick system, kind of, where if you get launched or hit a spring, you either hit L or R in any direction, Sonic will do something to either make them go higher or do go down to give him more speed. Or dash if you go, left or right.
It's one of those speed. It's the sense of speed is amazing.
Yeah, like the way he does is like when Sonic or any of the characters go mark speed, you will see like an after image, and that right there. In some ways, this is kind of like the precursor of the boost formula, kind of.
Yeah.
So in some ways, I guess this is like the precursor of the boost. So in some ways, this is the game that introduced boost, even though not really.
It's fun. And I'm glad every character has its own ability.
Yeah, like fucking when you play as Cream, you could fucking cheese the boss.
Although I will say, on the special stages.
Wait. Before we do that, let's talk about the bosses. So, because this game really loves to focus on speed, the bosses is it's kind of like an endless wonder. Like, think of Sonic Dash bosses. It's like that in 2D.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so bosses are pretty fine. I think the worst ones those stupid platforming bosses where you gotta jump on a platform. The spinning one is fine, like the spikes one when you rescue Tails, but the other one's kind of shit in the second zone in the sixth zone.
That one Sky. Whoever made that a one-hit kill.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, Sega. Damn, since Sega didn't make that as a probably that's a glitch.
Oh.
It's not like it was supposed to. It's supposed to give a range, but I guess some kind of glitch in the cartridge that makes it a one shot. So, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. The boss is pretty fine. The only one's kind of weak is a stupid final boss, which he's just standing there shooting hands and I guess shoot eye lasers.
The Supersonic boss is another Doomsday ripoff.
Yeah, but the only thing I would say it's exception is the awesome cutscene though in the ending.
I like the Supersonic transformation.
Yeah, that's badass, and I do love, like I said, I do love the ending cutscene once you beat that boss, which is pretty damn cool. I like how Sonic is trying to save the capsule. And, the fucking drama. Can Sonic catch Vanilla in time before it landed? Of course he can. Oh.
This is Vanilla too.
And now the game is pretty great, but there's one major issue. You made it worse in terms of special stage system. Oh dear, motherfucking lord.
It sucks.
Yeah, and in fact, I think it's maybe the worst special stage system. So here's what you need to do. In each zone, you will find these special wings. And in order to get the special stage, you gotta get all 7 in any act in 1-1. Because if you die, you got to redo it all the fuck over again. And you gotta get all 7. Not 1, not 2, not 3 or 4, but all motherfucking 7.
It bums me out. Like, I get 5. You can get 5 of them at the end of the stage, and then the stage ends. It just bums me out because I can't get them that easy as it would in Sonic 2 or Sonic 3.
Yeah, like those ones are perfect because all you have to do is just save the wings and that's it.
And I know I can pull everything because people told me, didn't you get because I've got most of the gold medals in Sonic 06, and first of all, that was mostly with Sonic and Shadow, and second, I'm a fucking madman.
Yeah, and these are the worst collectible system. I would say it's kind of maybe worse than the Sun and Moon medals because at least you could still be able to get them in your own speed. Unlike this one, but mostly testing your patience when you keep on looking at the fucking zone map just because you missed 1 or 2.
It's just
It's stupid. It's the worst special stage system and how you get them. Period.
special stages, from what I've seen, are pretty easy.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. All you have to do is just get a wing combo. Just avoid Zero, which he appeared was fucking no reason.
Yeah, it's weird, but it works.
Yeah, it's kind of easy. Though sometimes it's kind of hard for me. I don't know why. I guess it's kind of hard to do. Rain change, I guess.
I think it goes in good too. It's still a good game.
Yeah, I think it's a great. I think it's there on par, or maybe a little bit less than Sonic Advance 1. The problem is, you made it worse with the Chaos Ammo system again. So I'm gonna point it maybe here.
Yeah, it's still good.
It's still awesome, but the Chaos system really the Chaos Ammo kind of hurt it though.
Yeah.
All right, time for a little fucking a weird thing. Sonic Pinball Party. Yeah, this game exists.
It's pinball.
Yeah, except it has a story about Eggman hosting a tournament, and I guess brainwash his friends just to have him fight Sonic in a pinball tournament.
Huh. Didn't know this had a story.
Yeah, this has a story. And wait, let me check the encyclopedia and see if they do actually have it. No, not even the encyclopedia don't want to talk about Sonic Pinball Party.
Yeah, I don't really care for it.
Yeah, that's a story. Basically, it says like Sonic finds like a pinball tournament and realize that and find out that Dr. Eggman kind of brainwashed his friends because I guess Eggman knows that Sonic's gonna be in this pinball tournament. I guess he basically brainwashed Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. And yeah.
I have nothing to say about this game, to be
The only
honest.
thing is they added 2 Sega franchises in terms of as boards. One is Nights into Dreams again, and Samba de Amigo.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say on this, surprisingly. It's just
Yeah, it's right
Sonic
here.
Spinball, but kind of
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, so but it ain't bad Sonic Spinball game for the Game Gear, so it's meh.
It's just meh. I don't have anything
Alright,
to
so
say
we
about
got
it.
2 interesting games. Both of them came out the same time though, same month, same day. It's both Sonic Battle and Sonic Heroes. Let's get the Game Boy Advance out of the way. Sonic Battle.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a cool Smash Bros. Not really Smash Bros. Clone, but I think compared to Sonic the Fighters, I think Fighters is a better fighting game, but I think Battle has a better story.
Yeah. So if you want to know about the story, basically Dr. Eggman finds a robot, but I guess because of it, but Eggman thinks, "Oh, this robot is stupid. I know you don't want to use it." So he throws it out of the beach, and Sonic says, "Find this robot." It's like, "Whoa, you look pretty cool. I'm going to train you." And basically, you just follow each character story and also the robot story.
And that's how it goes.
Yeah, I don't want to explain too much because, well, the story is short in the encyclopedia, but if you want to summarize, yeah, that's the story in summarized.
In terms of a fighting game, it's decent. I
There's
don't really have anything
yeah, so
anything to say.
there's like it's one of those fighting games where you're in this 3D space in a 3D arena and you gotta fight with combos and stuff. The only problem is a lot of people hate is maybe because of how you progress. Like it's like the Sonic Adventure series where they have like the whole story frame where you play each character's story, but some missions are kind of awful.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah,
So I
yeah.
see why people say it's either good or meh in terms of a gameplay aspect because of those shits.
It's fine, I think.
Yeah, it's. I think it's like I guess here because the reason why I'm going to give it good because it does have a great story.
Yeah, it introduced Emerald, which I like.
Yeah. Which funny thing, this game kind of ties in with Sonic Advance 3 in terms of story since it continues the story. Don't worry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we would talk about it. But yeah, that Sonic Battle, it's pretty good. Nothing much. But anyways, motherfucking Sonic Heroes, baby.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So story. We're not gonna explain about each team's story. So basically, each team got their own mission. Team Sonic, of course, is defeat Dr. Eggman. Team Lowe's is just gotta find cream cream cheese chow friend or something. Of course, Foggy, and of course, Amy wants to fight Sonic. Team Dog is basically like, I guess they want to find out more about it when they find out that Shadow's alive, which has a bullshit ending. And Team Chaotix, they just got hired to solve a mystery, and they do mission shit.
It's definitely a more simple story, but it feels more like a sad. But again,
it feels more like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe, which it does kind of match Sonic in terms of, is a fucking game series about a fast talking blue hedgehog.
I like the twist at the end because now I don't think many people are going to suspect it.
Spoiler alert for like a fucking something game. The true villain is Metal Sonic, where I guess he copied the abilities from each team member in each story mode and turns into this giant Godzilla beast.
Yeah, Metal Overlord where you turn into 3 super forms.
Yes. And basically, Team Sonic used the power of friendship and the chaos symbols to defeat Metal Overlord and beat him once again.
It's a fun. I like the boss fight.
Yeah, we got like a bunch of bosses. We got the fucking. If I look here in the book, the like. Fucking bosses that at least. We got the egg. We got the egg albatross. The Egg Emperor, which is the most famous boss besides the Metal Overlord. And we got the Egg Hulk, which is basically like a Hulk. It's like the same thing as the first boss, the same thing as the third boss, except harder. When I meant third boss, I'll talk about the one in like Whale Canyon and shit.
Yeah, I hated that boss.
Yeah. And you want to know what the other boss is? Kind of like a Sonic Adventure 1, you fight other teams.
They're better than the adventure fights.
But it's not saying much.
In terms of gameplay.
Okay. The cutscenes, though. They are fucking more shinier.
I think the models are much better than the adventure. I think the models are better than, for my opinion, on the cutscenes and overall presentation. The voice actors are at their Ryan Drummond and the others are at their best.
Hell yeah.
Models are decent. CGI
even though they look like plastic action figures, it is better than Sonic Adventure DX.
They don't look that plastic, to be honest. They actually...
Yeah, I don't know. It just has that shiny, metallic kind of look. There's like all shines. But it feels like one of those those action figures that's covered in metal.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see, like, it's a bit shiny, but I think these models are. I like these models.
I love the models. Like, hell, I love that render for the top for the box art. It's look fucking clean. Of course, before we talk about the gameplay, the soundtrack, like with the other 3D Sonic games, is pretty damn great. Alright, so the gameplay. So basically, what you need to do in the gameplay, you control 3 characters, like in terms of which team. So the speed character can do speed attacks, like the homing attack, the wall jumps, and all that shit. The flying character launch their partners at the wall box, and the strong type character is just,
he's strong.
Yeah. And basically, each team is kind of like a different difficulty. Team Sonic is normal mode, like it's normal. Team Amy, Team Woes is easy mode. Team Dark is hard mode. And Team Chaotix is fucking mission mode.
I raged hard.
And no, we're not going to talk about the super hard mode. That it's not existent.
In terms of music, it's great.
Yeah, I prefer this than Sonic Adventure 2. It has great songs that I really did love.
In terms of presentation, the graphics, the music, it feels like a classic Sonic game.
Yeah, it feels like Sega wants to go back to those good old days, but still keep the 3D aspect.
Although, where's my spin dash?
Well, they kind of did have a spin dash, where if like if they use Sonic to move, you have Sonic rolling a ball and like boost. I think it's called a rocket boost or some shit.
It's called Rocket Excel, which is a cheap imitation of the spin dash.
Anyways, at least the special stage system is fucking better. So basically, in each stage, you will find these keys. And you gotta find these keys in Act 2 of that stage. Basically, like, say, you can't get the Chaos Emerald in Seaside Hill, but you can get the Chaos Emerald in Ocean Palace.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is just don't get hit and just go. Just go through the stage.
All I can say about before I move on to my opinion on special stage, I have to say, thank God the gameplay is much simpler. Like,
Yeah.
thank God. But what about? We're not at those games yet.
Yeah, we're not
Please.
in those games. We would
Let me
get
bask
there
in this moment.
We get that for next time.
I think special stages.
So the way you do it is kind of like it's like another precursor boost kind of thing. But all you have to do is gotta collect these orbs to make you go faster, plus the speed button to go make you more faster, and just basically just chase after the motherfucking Chaos Emerald. That I guess he just wants to fucking fly away.
Turn on. Okay. Turn on the sensor mode. I wish if y'all really want to know, I can't turn on this since there's no sensor mode. Some call me Johnny put it best.
Yeah. It's kind of bullshit.
Go if you want to get all the Chaos Emeralds, just use Team Rose.
Yeah, like I said, Team Rose is easy mode. Like, sure, you could be able to get some of the Chaos Emeralds with the other characters, except the last few, which, like in a lot of Sonic games, is fucking bullshit.
You know, I would have liked if we could have gotten like a supersonic, like a kind of supersonic in a 3D game, but
you know, they kind of want to keep that tradition for a long time, when they have Supersonic Final Boss exclusive.
it doesn't make sense. But okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think overall, I think Heroes is better than Sonic Adventure 2, though.
In terms, okay, in terms of the final boss, I will admit,
Adventure 2 is kind of better because of how epic it is, and plus the song they use.
it's to be honest, if I were to put here, if it was put in a ranking, SA2, even though it can be kind of bullshit with the Bio Lizard, I think it's a more climactic ending. Adventure 1, it's pretty nostalgic for me. And Heroes, the song is great.
Yeah, like that's banga, but
I still think it's an okay boss.
Yeah, but I think overall, in terms of the game, I think it's kind of a bit better than Sonic Adventure 2.
To be honest, it's probably the most mid game I can have. Like, there's so many good things, but also I raged so much.
There's some like bad things that makes you rage. How about this? Let's keep it in good.
Yeah, just good.
Like here. There you go.
Yeah, it's a high good. But
it's a high good.
But there are just some elements that just
that's
hold it back.
It's kind of funny. Each of the Adventure 3D games we point in like most great to least good is the same order. Damn. Anyways, time for Sonic Advance 3. They really love doing the team attacks, but this one, it's kind of like with Sonic Heroes, actually, except you only have one partner instead of two. And the story, it's holy shit, it's a lot of words. But basically, Eggman has used the power of the Chaos Laws to unleash chaos control and splitting the world into pockets of reality. Holy shit! Sonic and Tails are separated from their friends and set out to and find them in the world. Along the way, Dr. Eggman's newest creations, General, is joined the team, and General is like Emerald. So you can see why the story continues with Sonic Battle.
Yeah, I don't know why it's. I like the animated intro.
Yeah, the animated intro is kind of cool. And plus, I kind of like how they did General at the end. If you get all the Chaos symbols, which basically he just lives with cream and vanilla.
I love that ending shot of like jam roll, cream, and vanilla. I love that.
Yeah, I love that. It's like a wholesome ending if you think about it. But I think the story, I'm not sure. I think it's maybe the best story in terms of Sonic events, but I'm not sure.
The advanced games really didn't have much of a story, in my opinion. They're just
It's basically like the simple stories you get from classic Sonic, which it works very perfectly.
yeah. As for gameplay, it's Heroes kind of, but 2D except you have two people.
Yeah, but there's one thing that a lot of people be loving or hating: the level design.
You go first.
All right, first off, I would agree. Sometimes it's mostly because of the Game Boy Advance limited hardware, where because you're playing in a small ass screen, you can't fucking see what's coming at you. So like in Route 99, you were like chilling, you're having a good enough time, like, oh, I fucking got clutched by a fucking random block. So when that shit happens, it's fucking annoying. But to me, it's fine. I think it's like the weakest level design in terms of the Sonic Advance trilogy. And I'm gonna say why people hated it. But to me, it's just fine. As long as you know what you're doing, it's kind of fine. Okay, you go. I know you got a lot to say.
I can't wait. This level design. Oh my god, the amount of spikes getting crushed, and the controls are just kind of weird. It's kind of slippery.
Yeah.
As for the team up mechanic, I enjoy it.
I love it. I love like each team you pulled up. So like a character gets a different move set. Like it's say like if Cream teams or anyone first, Cheese changed it to like a different child. Like if you team with Sonic, it changed it to like a Sonic child. I love that cute little detail. And plus I do love it when you have you have Amy team up with Sonic. First off, the expression on Sonic's face is fucking funny.
The worst part about the team mechanic is that when you do use some team ups, individual abilities are also taken. Like Tails can't fly with Knuckles; he uses these boxing gloves,
and he just glides like Knuckles, except you don't climb walls.
and when Knuckles is with Sonic, all he does is this headbutt.
Which I guess that makes sense. When the way he does a headbutt is kind of like speed, and it makes sense if you team up with a blue hedgehog that can run fast.
It just
it's stupid though. Like the team attack, I think it's one of my favorite things about Sonic Adventure 3. Like I love each team members and stuff. I would say this: the special stage is better than the way you get special stages is better than Sonic Adventure 2. Because, wanna know why? It saves your progress.
And you got 10 chows and
special
key. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, for one, it's kind of easy. Like I said, the reason why I prefer the chows over Adventure 2, because one, it saves your fucking progress. So it's not like you gotta do this all in one fucking one. And two, simple. You just gotta get 3 chows in each stage, and then just find out 1 chow in the hub world. Which, yes, people, this game has kind of like a 2D hub world. And yeah, and then after that, you just gotta find a special key. You just gotta play any of the zones and boom. You get the special key to unlock the special spring, and you get a chaos symbol if you be good at it.
And this is the last. Okay, not the last time we'll see the. In terms, this was kind of the semi-last game that we hear Dean Bristow as Eggman before he sadly passed away.
And one drum, it's a Sonic. So
Like a bunch of the voice actors.
basically all the voices you know from the Dreamcast games, they gone.
Yeah, replaced with improvements.
Yeah, it's for some characters, not all, but some. But mostly it's a lot good.
Yeah, but I think Advance 3, I mean, is good.
Yeah, I think to make sense, I think we should leave it like this.
It's a low awesome to a high good.
Yeah, it's a low awesome, but it's a high. Let's do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love the Advance trilogy, but it ain't perfect, mostly because of the special stage system.
Unfortunately, this is also one of those times where the adventure artwork kind of goes.
Yeah, like look at this beautiful artwork. I think in terms of my favorite Sonic styles in terms of artwork, it's in a tie between the adventure era and the classic Japanese look of Sonic. They're both iconic and awesome to me. I do enjoy the other art styles. It's just it can't compare to this. This is a beauty of art right here.
The adventure era renders are the best Sonic renders.
Yeah, we will talk about our appearance with each render in each era as we go on. But we're going to say this. I think for me, both this and Japanese classic Sonic are the best looks of Sonic.
Yeah. And
but
now
done. We got a cute little last game. Sega Superstars, the first Sonic game where Sonic just crossover with other Sega franchises.
This game's for PS2, but
it's weird. So, but this one, the PS2 has a thing, has like a accessory. It's called the iToy, and basically it's like the precursor to Connect, where the iToy will control your movements through the camera, and you gotta move it. And a lot of games use that kind of function when you move your body around, and this is one of them. This is one of the exclusive games.
It's fun.
It's fun. So each one is better, but I think the best one is the Sonic one, where it's like it's a special stage, except you use your body to move around Sonic, which I love it.
It's actually a fun half-pipe special stage.
Yeah, it's like a fun mini game, and plus you can play a Shadow too, so that's great.
One time when I was playing, I saw one playthrough where the dude was playing a Shadow. He gets killed, and he was like, "I'm happy Maria's dead." Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good game.
Yeah, I think it's maybe a low good because it's straight up just a mini game collection. The only Sonic thing it also has is a Child Garden, but that's kind of weird.
And I like the other games.
Oh, we did forgot to mention, and this is the reason why Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Sonic Pinball Party has a thing called the Tiny Child Garden.
Oh yeah.
The reason why we did say it is because it's kind of there. It's
not really that relevant.
Yeah, like it's kind of cool where if you have like a GameCube, I guess you could point your data in the Game Boy, I guess, to transfer your child. I don't know. But yeah, that's the adventure era. Huh. One perfect game, but it was this awesome, good, and 2 meh.
Overall, the adventure era, I think, is some aspects better than the Genesis era. But
There is also some aspects that Genesis can be better. Mostly where they kind of took themselves too seriously for a game franchise about a talking blue hedgehog.
overall, the adventure era, I have huge nostalgia and memories of. Trust me, it's
Yeah,
helped with that.
yeah.
From
Sorry, go ahead.
from music, voice acting, animated cutscenes, I all remember them. They're nostalgia, and I still play these games from time to time. They're overall a good time.
Yeah, and even if without nostalgia, they all, for the most part, they're all fucking good and fantastic games that Sonic fans will always remember and cherish. And this is why I do love this, like the Genesis era. In fact, both of them are kind of tied in terms of quality. Both have their good, both have their bad and weird aspects, but both of them are perfect because it's a thing that I really love Sonic for, Ex- sharing more personality of the characters and stuff.
His peak characterization is gonna come next time.
Yes, but in some ways a controversial era. Next time we are talking about the Dark Era, and oh motherfucking boy, there's a lot of games in that era comparison to this.
I cannot wait to defend the Dark Age.
Yeah, same with me. Because to be honest, I kind of prefer it in the meta era for mostly the memorable games.
In terms, I think Cernas, I don't now. Don't get me mistaken.
Okay, mind you, we don't love all games. There are games we agree that are fucking shit, like Sonic Chronicles.
I find good at every. While I don't hate these games, I still find Cernat. Well, some of these games, yes, they can. Sometimes they are technically bad games, but there's always something good about them.
Yeah, unlike Sonic Forces, which we will get there. I can't wait to trash that game.
In terms of character, but for me, y'all just expect I'm gonna be loving the characterization of the next few of these games.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to hear those opinions too. But we will save that for Monday or whatever my co-host is free. But until then, I'm Michael.
And I'm SSXU Sonic the Hedgehog.
And we come back next time to look at the Dark Era. Until then, see you later, dudes.
Sayonara.